Hello, welcome back to Dr. Noor Fido Jahan channel, wherein you are trying to explore the world of business management with Dr. Noor. So, today we are here to discuss the very important role of a manager that's called as leader. So, what is leadership? What makes a leader a successful one? And why? What is the role of leader in management? And what is the difference between leader and manager? So, those topics we will be discussing in this section. So, first we'll start with the definition of leader and go on with the other topic. But before I start with the topic, let me check with you. Hope you have subscribed to my channel. If not, please subscribe it immediately. Correct? And please share my videos. Watch complete video to have continuity in your learning and go through all my previous videos, because the full subject of principles of management I have loaded. 70% of portion is already done. So I think some 30 videos are there before this. Please go through all those videos and please do write comments and keep sharing videos. Yes. With that, let me start with today's class. So Peter Drucker. So according to the lead, there are so many definitions of leader, but one definition of leadership is considered as very prominent, given by Peter Drucker. He says leadership is shifting of own vision to higher sides. He says leader is one. See, a manager may make the people do what they are capable of doing, but leader is one who makes the people more than what they can do. That is what he says. Leadership is shifting of own vision to higher sides, the raising of man performance to a higher standard, the building the man personality beyond its normal limitations. So beyond the normal, making them do what they are capable of doing, making them performing much more than that is what is called as a leader. That is what the difference between the manager and a leader. Manager may try to explore your ability and make you perform, but a leader is one who make even an average person to give his best, but through inspiration, through motivation, through direction, he'll make you do the task. That is what the group, management group, Peter Drucker defined the term leader. Now, based on the definitions, let us see the features of leadership. Yes. So, who's a leader? According to the definition, one that leads or guides, one who's in charge or in command of others, one who heads a political party or organization, and one who has influence or power, especially for a political nature. So, usually a leader is one who has power, who can influence others, who can command others, and one who can lead people. It can be an organization or it can be a political party. So what are the characteristics of leadership? So with the definition, let us draw the characteristics of leadership. See, a leader is one who don't show sympathy to the subordinate, but rather than that, who shows the empathy. What do you mean by empathy, you may ask me, right? Empathy is I try to understand the position of others by stepping into their shoes. Not understanding my own position, I can talk so many things about others. But stepping into their shoes and speaking about them, I need guts. And I'm going to speak what is reality. I'm going to understand what is reality. Then only I'm going to talk. A leader is always an empathetic. He speaks from the subordinate perspective, who never speaks from his perspective. So the first characteristics of leader is he is empathetic. Second is consistency. A leader is known for having the consistent performance. Day after day, he'll be performing to the best and he try to give his best abilities. So he is known for his consistency. Then honesty. A leader is very honest, correct? So integrity and honesty should be there in leader. If he mislead people, he tell lies to the people, the next time they may not entertain him. The leader who are honest have only survived in the world. The leader who are known for dishonesty, people have thrown him out. The history shows so many examples. Honesty only can make the leader successful one. The leader is one who can give direction. A leader is known for giving direction, correct? He sets the target and tells people, follow this way. You should be able to achieve your target. So, leader is one who gives direction. Then leader is one who can communicate. A leader has to be a very good orator. If he is not able to talk, he is not able to convince people about his ideas, about his thought, then he cannot be called as a good leader. A good leader should have a very good communication abilities. We have so many political leaders in our country. Correct? All of them are known for their oratory skills, the way they speak. Correct? The way they convince us, we feel like following them. Correct? We get inspired by their talk. So communication is very important characteristics of leadership. Then leader cannot perform alone. Until unless the subordinates are going to follow him, leader can't do anything. So leader needs support from all. Top level, subordinate, everyone should support him. Then only he should be able to do his best. Then leader should assume obligation. He should feel he is obligated for results. He is obligated to perform something. He works under obligation. Though leader, maybe they may not give him this obligation, but he works for the obligation. He assumes obligation or his duties on his own. So these are the characteristics of leadership. So here you can say that true leader is one who is humble enough to admit their mistake. True leader is one who always admits the mistakes and says sorry. Not that he shift on to his subordinate and say that no, I have done well. Only my subordinates have not done well. Blaming others, putting them in trouble. He is not a leader. A leader is one who who's humble enough. Leader has to be very humble and he have to accept his mistake, whatever he have done. So that is what we have under the characteristics of leadership. Hope students you are able to understand the first one. Definition of leader I taught you. Then now characteristics of leadership. Leadership as a management function we have discussed in the last class. And what are the traits a leader should have also we have discussed in the previous class. Today we are discussing the definition, then characteristics of leadership, then difference between manager and leader. You may ask me a very important question here. Ma'am, you are telling to manage an organization, we need a manager. No, you are telling we also need a leader. What's the difference between these two? Very important question, students. I want you to learn this. See, all leaders may not be the managers. There's so many leaders, they don't have any designation at all, but just people follow him. For example, you see the various religious leaders. They did not have any position. They were not managers of any organization, but thousands of people followed him. So that is what is a leader. Leader may not be a manager, but a manager should be a leader. If a manager can't be a leader, then the objectives or goals of the organization cannot be achieved. So oversees the current process. So let us see the difference between manager and leader. So what manager does? He ensures that the current process is going on properly. So oversees the current process well. What leader does? He will think about future. He wants to create future. Manager lives in present. Leader lives in future because he thinks about future. Manager talks about present and must achieve the balance. Correct? He have to do the balance and ensure that things are being managed well. Correct? Then he talks about execution. Plans are laid down, he have to execute it. And he talks about comfortable with control. And problems are just that I need solution. And procedure is king. For a manager, procedure is very, very important. Step-by-step activity to be done. And he says procedure is a king. And instead as to technique and process, he tells people what to do, how to do, when to do. Those things are important for manager. And manager are very impersonal. They don't care whether people are any resources. Management is all about getting things done through the people and with the people. They work only on that, very impersonal and remote. Let us see the leader, what leader does. The leader creates the future and leader don't want to ensure that the things are going on in present, but it also make changes. Then he thinks ideal. Then he's a risk taker. Leader is a risk taker who welcomes risk. Sees problems as opportunities, is patience, right? Every problem See, manager works on solving the problem, but leader see every problem as an opportunity. Yes, this is a problem, but can't it be this opportunity? For example, see, the car manufacturer will get to know that, correct. So whenever the car is being drive, a lot of road bumps are there, and you are trying to drive your vehicle there. You are not able to foresee the road bump in the correct in advance, and due to that, many people are losing control in their driving, and some accidents are happening. So this is the problem manager will try to solve. But what leader will do? Oh, this is an opportunity. Why not I innovate my car and present an opportunity for the people? A innovative car where people from 100 meters they should be able to see what is there in the road, and if they bumper they can take accordingly action. So that is an innovation what he can bring up. A leader thinks about that. Correct? Then substances comes the king. So your best college professor, correct, thinks about this, or maybe high emotional intelligence. See here, very impersonal, who just want work to be done, but a leader try to have very much emotional connection to the people, and he try to make the people give their best. So the emotional connect is very, very important, because I have to appeal to the emotions of the people. Leader appeals to the emotions of the people and make them perform. Think about the great leader of the world. All of them have done this. You think about the Nelson Mandela, correct? Or you think about the Hitler, or you think about the Gandhiji. Think about any leader, or Mother Teresa. Think about any leader. They have created the future. They brought the change. They think ideal. They all have taken risks, and they have seen the problem as the opportunities, and they were emotionally connected to the people. This is what is the difference between manager and leader. So that is why we say that every leader may not be a manager, but every manager need to be a leader. So importance of leadership. So why leaders are important? Very important, students, because a manager can just ensure that the present organization is doing well, but leader ensures that your future is secure. A manager will make you do the job, but leader will motivate you to do the job. That is why importance of leadership is very, very important to organization. So remember the difference between a boss and a leader. Boss says go, a leader says let's go. Very important saying by E.M. Kelly. That is why I thought I'll put this in the slide. So very beautifully I've told E.M. Kelly says that remember the difference between boss and a leader. Boss says go, leader says let's go. That means leader walks with the people, and boss, correct, directs the people what they have to do, and he will not follow that. That's the difference between the leader and manager. So that is why the importance of leadership, very important. It initiates action. A leader is one who initiates, correct. See, Mahatma Gandhi, our leader, correct. Bapuji, he first thought that non-violence should be our route. He took the risk where people were believing that only violence can give us independence. He spoke about non-violence. So he initiates action. Leader always initiates action and motivates others also. No, you follow non-violence. We will get independence. All the days violence have been followed. We fought for it. We have given our blood. But what we got, we were not able to get independence. Now give me just the non-violence, correct? Let us try this. So he motivated people, and all of us started adopting his way, and we got independence. Then it also providing guidance. People don't know what exactly to be done, how to go about it. So what they does is they provide the guidance. They guide people how to go about it. Then they create confidence in them. Very, very important. Manager is least bothered about the confidence. He just tell people do or die. But leader works on creating confidence, and leader coordinates the work of all the people into a task. Then leader does a very good planning, and along with that, leader inspire and motivate people. That is why we say the leadership is very prominent in an organization. Correct? That is why the leader always ensures that they are there with their team, and their team will really do well. In your routine also, all of you try to become, rather than becoming the follower, try to become the leader. correct? Play this role of a leader and becomes a leader, because only leader can make the change of the change in the life of the people, a change in the organization. That is why the leader role is considered as very prominent one. So what happens here is, yes, role of a leader. Leader role is always to ensure his or her team achieve the task in hand, but an effective leader will also ensure that they meet both subtle requirements, right? Strong focus. So good objective of leadership is to help those who are doing poorly to do well, and to help those who are doing well to do even better. So a leader works with both the set of people. People who are poor, he tries to make them do the better work. People who are already doing best, we make them still do the best, right? So the good objective of leadership is to help those who are doing poor to do well, poor to well, and to help those who are doing well to better. So leader is common to all. Let it be the average people or above average people or the best people, leader is going to play the role there. So strongly focus, correct? So leader will focus, then integrity, good engagement with others. Let's go, he says, I told you, no? So always he engages team members and they look at the big picture. Then they provide a lot of resources and they try to very effectively communicate with the people. So these are the role of a leader, what they does to the organization. Now, if a manager becomes a leader, what he's going to do? Managerial leadership influences the organization in the following ways. So, leading affects morale. What do you mean by morale? Morale is your own motivation to perform. If manager treats you like your own family member and always makes you do the best job, then we said morale of the people will go up and they start working towards the goal on their own. So if a manager becomes leader, morale of the people will go up. Rather than you go, let's go, will really motivate the people. So leadership will increase the morale of the people. Leading is key to effective communication. So very important. You should be able to communicate with the people, and leading effectively contributes more to the bottom line. So people who are down the line, who no one cares about them, so leadership is always going to help them here. So that is what, when a manager performs the act of a leader, these are the benefits what we are going to have. So that's what we have, the introductory class of leadership, where I taught you the meaning of leaders, correct? The meaning of leadership, features or characteristic or nature of leadership, then importance of leadership, difference between manager and the leader, and why manager should become leader. So with that, we'll end the section. Next class we talk about the style of leadership. So let's continue the next class. So please, you know what you have to do. Please go through all my videos, share my videos, write comments, correct, and please subscribe to my channel. I seek your support, and today I am very happy to announce that I've got 100 subscribers. My channel, which is in the infant stage of its life, just 1.5 months old, have got 100 subscribers. I wanted to thank all of you for your subscription and support to my channel. Please continue this and keep subscribing my channel. Okay, till then, take care. See you in the next class.